Do you see that for you?
Sure, sure.
You want that?
I think everybody eventually, not everybody, but I think that, eventually when the time is right, absolutely, yeah.
But does married life seem a little boring to you?
Does it seem boring?
A little sedate?
No, I've seen interesting marriages and I've seen not interesting marriages.
But does married life seem a little boring to you? Does it seem dull? A bit too calm? No. I've seen interesting marriages and I've seen uninteresting ones. Do you love them? Excuse me? Do you love me? We all remember him as Jack from Titanic. Young, fearless, and hopelessly in love. But Leonardo DiCaprio is far more than just that unforgettable role. Over the years, he's become one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Academy Awards, blockbuster films, red carpet moments. He's done it all. Yet while his career soared, his personal life remained complicated, especially when it came to love. At 50, Leo has dated supermodels, walked away from serious relationships, and consistently avoided one big question. Why has he never married? Well, the wait is over. For the first time, DiCaprio finally reveals the real reason behind his lifelong decision. Join us as we explore his personal life and uncover the honest truth behind why Leonardo DiCaprio says he'll never walk down the aisle. From a modest house in LA to global stardom, Leonardo DiCaprio was born on November 11th, 1974, in Los Angeles, California. He was the only child of Ermelyn, a legal secretary, and George DiCaprio, an artist. They met in college and later moved to LA after graduating. Leonardo got his name when his mother felt him kick for the first time while gazing at a Leonardo da Vinci painting in an Italian museum. When Leonardo was just a baby, his parents separated. George had fallen in love with another woman and moved out. Still, both parents wanted to raise him together, so they lived in adjacent homes, sharing a garden. George stayed with his girlfriend and her son, Adam Ferrara. Leonardo grew close to Adam and even looked up to him as a role model. As Leonardo grew up, he and his mother moved around Los Angeles, including a neighborhood called Los Feliz. Leonardo once described his parents as very bohemian and shared that he grew up in a tough area marked by crime and poverty. Despite this, he always admired and trusted his parents. He attended several schools, including the Los Angeles Center for Enriched Studies and John Marshall High School. But Leonardo never enjoyed traditional schooling. What he truly wanted was to act, dreaming far beyond the classroom walls. As a child, Leonardo dreamed of becoming either a marine biologist or an actor. He ultimately chose acting because he loved performing, imitating people, making faces, and watching how others reacted. His passion for acting began early. He recalled dancing on stage at a festival at just 2 years old, making people smile. His interest deepened when he saw his stepbrother Adam get paid $50, 000, for a TV commercial. Leo realized what was possible. He later auditioned for the children's show Romper Room, but claims he was kicked off for being too disruptive, a story the show's host has denied. At one point, Leonardo nearly gave up acting to pursue breakdancing after placing second in a competition in Germany. But by age 14, he landed his first real job, a commercial for Matchbox cars. That breakthrough led to more ads for Kraft Singles, Apple Jacks, and Bubble Yum. Getting there wasn't easy. He spent a year and a half trying to find an agent. One even advised him to change his name to Lenny Williams to sound more American. He refused. With his father's support, he persisted. Eventually, a family friend helped him get noticed by casting directors, and soon Leo booked around 20 commercials. Starting small, thinking big. Leonardo's first real acting role came in 1989, playing Glenn in 2 episodes of The New Lassie. From there, he landed minor parts on shows like Santa Barbara and The Outsiders. His big break arrived with the TV series Parenthood, where he portrayed Gary Buckman, a troubled teenager. He took the role seriously, even studying River Phoenix's performance from the original film. His work on Parenthood and Santa Barbara earned him 2 Youth and Film Award nominations. Around the same time, he appeared on the game show Fun House, performing stunts like catching a fish with his teeth. Even as a young actor, Leo radiated energy and was always ready to entertain. In 1991, Leonardo made his film debut in Critters 3, a horror movie he later joked was one of the worst ever made, and certainly nothing he was proud of. That same year, he joined the cast of Growing Pains as Luke Brower, a homeless teen brought in to attract younger viewers, especially girls. Actress Joanna Kearns described him as smart, playful, and full of humor. Though the show's ratings didn't improve, Leo earned another award nomination and gained respect in Hollywood. In 1992, he had a small role in Poison Ivy, but something much bigger was just around the corner. He was cast by Robert De Niro to star in This Boy's Life, based on writer Tobias Wolff's memoir. Leo played Toby, a troubled teen with an abusive stepfather, played by De Niro himself. It was a demanding role, and Leo had much to learn. Director Michael Cotton-Jones recalled that Leo initially didn't know how to act on a real film set, so he used a strict approach to train him. Leo took the lessons to heart. The film received critical praise, particularly for Leo's nuanced portrayal of his character's emotional growth. Critics were impressed, and This Boy's Life became the movie that put him on Hollywood's radar. But he wasn't done yet. Just a year later, he delivered a stunning performance in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, playing Arnie, a boy with developmental disabilities. That role earned him his first Academy Award nomination. Audiences and critics alike were moved by the raw authenticity and emotional depth of his performance. Leonardo's star continued to rise. He headlined a romantic films Romeo and Juliet, 1996, and Titanic, 1997. Both massive hits, with Titanic becoming the highest-grossing film of its time and catapulting him to global superstardom. Suddenly, everyone knew Leonardo DiCaprio. Fans adored him, but he didn't want to be typecast forever as the romantic lead. So he took a break and came back with a new plan. He wanted to try different roles. In 2002, he starred in Catch Me If You Can and Gangs of New York. That second film marked the first time he worked with director Martin Scorsese. They later collaborated on many movies together and became a formidable team. Leo continued taking on serious roles. He portrayed a troubled businessman in The Aviator, 2004, a diamond smuggler in Blood Diamond, 2006, and a police officer.
When are you going to settle down?
Oh,
Kids and marriage.
I would never answer that question.
Each role revealed a new dimension of his talent. In 2008, he played a married man in Revolutionary Road. His performances were always deeply intense. Throughout the 2010s, he maintained his momentum, starring in Inception, Django Unchained, and The Wolf of Wall Street. In 2015, he finally won an Oscar for The Revenant, in which he played a frontiersman fighting for survival. He later appeared in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Don't Look Up. Most recently, he starred in Killers of the Flower Moon in 2023. Beyond acting, Leonardo didn't stop at the screen. He founded a production company called Appian Way Productions. Note, the original text says Ion Way, but the correct name is Appian Way, which helped produce many of his films as well as a TV series called Greensburg. He also became widely recognized for another passion, protecting the planet. He established the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation to raise awareness about environmental issues. In 2005, France honored him by appointing him a Commander of the Order of Arts and Letters for his contributions to the arts. In 2016, Time magazine named him one of the 100 most influential people in the world, and he was also designated a United Nations Messenger of Peace, giving him a global platform to speak out on critical issues, especially climate change. Over time, he became a symbol of using fame for a greater purpose. In 2022, fans voted him one of the 50 greatest actors of all time in an Empire Readers poll. Yet behind all the fame and success, one question persisted. Why has Leonardo DiCaprio never married? That question followed him everywhere. Now, at age 50, Leo is finally ready to answer it. But to fully understand the context, let's take a closer look at his romantic history from the beginning. The actor who dated the world's most eligible and beautiful women. From his early 20s into his late 30s, DiCaprio's love life was a whirlwind. He was linked to supermodels like Naomi Campbell, Kristen Zellweger. Note, likely a mix-up, possibly referring to Gisele Bündchen or another model. Kristen Zellweger isn't a known figure. The original may have meant someone else, and Elle Macpherson. Then came the actresses. He famously dated Blake Lively, Toni Garn, and Erin Heatherton. Each relationship seemed like another chapter in an endless series of high-profile romances. The press tracked his every move, dissected every breakup, and endlessly speculated about why his relationships followed such a seemingly endless cycle. Beneath the glamorous surface, however, a pattern emerged. DiCaprio's relationships rarely lasted more than a few years. While he clearly enjoyed companionship and attention, something held him back from settling down. As he's now revealed, that something stems largely from a deep-seated fear of commitment. DiCaprio has spoken candidly about his concern that marriage would stifle his creative freedom. He's expressed worries about losing his independence and the demands inherent in a long-term partnership. He's also admitted a fear of feeling trapped or controlled, something he has always fiercely resisted. He often gravitates toward ambitious, strong-willed women, but he acknowledges that those very qualities can make lasting commitment even more challenging. He needs the space and flexibility to pursue his passions, both on screen and off, and has realized that traditional marriage would make that nearly impossible. He's also spoken about how his parents' divorce shaped his views on relationships, giving him first-hand insight into the complexities and difficulties of marriage, and making him wary of repeating those patterns. He wants to shield himself from the heartbreak and disappointment he's witnessed in others' lives. But it's not only about fear or self-protection. DiCaprio's reluctance to marry also reflects his desire to live life entirely on his own terms. A fiercely independent spirit, he refuses to compromise that independence to meet societal expectations or conform to conventional relationship norms. He's watched peers in the acting world settle down and start families, some finding happiness and fulfillment, others struggling to balance career and personal life. DiCaprio has been hesitant to take that leap, consistently prioritizing his career and passions over romantic commitment, no matter how strong the connection. Now, entering his 50s, he's finally made peace with his choices. He's realized he doesn't need marriage to find happiness or fulfillment. Surrounded by close friends and family, and deeply committed to his work, as both an actor and an environmental activist, he feels a renewed sense of purpose and contentment with the life he's built. Leonardo DiCaprio's decision to remain unmarried stands as a testament to his unwavering dedication to his own values and aspirations. It's a powerful reminder that there's no single path to happiness, and that true fulfillment comes from living authentically, in redefining what it means to be successful and happy on his own terms. He has become an inspiration to many. Camila, an actress and model, was 20 years old when they began dating around late 2017. Leo had still been spotted with Nina, note, likely referring to Nina Agdal or another previous partner. Nina, maybe a typo, as recently as May that year, but as with so many of his relationships, the exact timeline remained shrouded in ambiguity. Their public appearances were carefully curated, fleeting glimpses into what might have been a more conventional romance. They were photographed together on yachts, at film premieres, and even attending a Lakers game, painting a picture of in staying true to oneself, even when that path defies convention. A global icon who simultaneously embodies both freedom and constraint. And as he approaches his 50s, the world continues to watch, captivated by the ongoing evolution of this enigmatic and enduring legend. His recent acknowledgement of considering fatherhood, a subtle shift in his public statements, hints at deeper introspection and a willingness to contemplate a future that might once have seemed unimaginable. Yet his unwavering dedication to his craft remains constant, serving as the guiding force that shapes his decisions and defines his path. Leonardo DiCaprio continues to stand as a testament to the power of individuality, reminding us that there is more than one way to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. The ongoing story of Leonardo DiCaprio is a fascinating exploration of ambition, artistry,